So the reason I decided to set up the fund that I did is it was actually to honor two women who were really instrumental in my life. Alisa Garcia Quiros and Diane Rodriguez, both mentors. And their life was one of service, specifically to support the Latina community in entertainment. So Diane was a theater producer in Los Angeles. Lisa was the chief diversity officer at the Time Warner Foundation. And they took me under their wing, and I truly would not be sitting here having the life that I have, having the career that I have without their guidance and leadership and support of me. They unfortunately passed away. And so I wanted to find a way to honor their legacy, because not only did they support me through my years coming up in this work as a theater producer, but a whole generation of Latina storytellers and theater makers, filmmakers. And so I wanted to do something where we could honor together their legacy and their impact that they've had on me and our community as a whole. And I felt like setting up a fund in their name, in their honor, is the best way to do that. What I hope to achieve through the fund is not only is it about honoring these two women who were instrumental in my life, but I hope that the fund allows to create pathways of opportunity for other Latina creatives. So, one of the hardest things coming up in this work is finding opportunities and finding the resources, like financial resources, to actually pursue what you want to pursue, whether it be theater, film, dance, what have you. And so by setting up the fund, my hope is that it will create opportunity for young people coming up wanting to pursue a career, specifically in theater, just because I'm a theater maker. That is my hope, that the fund will provide that support in perpetuity for the next generation of storytellers and theater makers coming up after me. The reason I have a life in the theater is very much a product of where I come from, which is Gilroy, California. I grew up near a seminal theater company called El Teatro Campesino, the farm worker theater, that was started by a real maverick. His name is Luis Valdez. And Luis wanted to create a theater company of, for, and by farm workers. And what he wanted to do was to use theater and storytelling as a way to amplify the voices of the migrant workers and their struggle. So from its earliest days, Teatro Campesino taught me that theater and social justice could actually live side by side. So I knew that I wanted to commit my life as a storyteller, as a theater maker, I think in many ways to continue Luis's legacy, but also to use theater as a catalyst for change and for justice. And so fast forward all these years later, now I'm here in New Haven, trying to bring our community together through theater and through storytelling. And it's becoming my life's work. So what inspires me about the Progreso Latino Fund is just everything that they do for our community. I think in order for us to actually advance as a community, we have to come together. And that's what they do. They bring us together, they support us, they support leadership, philanthropy. All of their work is so instrumental to advancing our community. And I think it's important because for me, it's also about relationships. One of my favorite writers, her name is Adrienne Marie Brown. She talks about how let the strength of our movement be measured by the strength of our relationships. And I feel like the Progreso Latino Fund allows us to come together in community, build our relationships, and bring stronger people together.